So when it comes to the government, they like migrants more than they like British people. And you might be sat there thinking to yourself, come on, clown. Everybody says that. In fact, you would be right. It's a cliche thing to say. But I've got the receipts. Because we'll get onto this one second. This is where the government, no word of a lie, tens of thousands of pounds worth of pizza. That not to me and you. Oh no. These pizzas are only for asylum seekers. But we'll start off with this one. I've just seen this from DJE Media on Twitter. And it's one of those things that we don't actually get to see these documents very often. You know, the ones that they give to migrants. We don't get, having said that, of course we don't see them. We were born here legally, you know? We are British. So yeah, we don't get to see immigration enforcement letters very often. But it says statement of specific reasons. Obviously all of the personal information has already been redacted. In a quite a creative way. Usually I just like to draw a box around it and put a colour in it. But I guess all he had was kids' toys. Anyway. So it says, you have admitted to an immigration officer to entering the United Kingdom via plane yesterday using a false passport. And they are therefore considered an illegal entrant. And they say this is an offence under Section 24(1)(a), and that the guy has claimed asylum. Now, you know, we'll get to the pizzas in a minute. I'm aching to get to them, trust me. I don't think I've ever seen receipts this high. Like bills for a restaurant, it's unbelievable. But for this guy to come in on a plane using a false passport, it's one of those method of transports that we don't really consider when we think about illegal migration. You know, most of the time we think about the boat people, but we don't think about the people that came here on a plane and just claimed asylum. Like, that's exactly the same. You know, whether they came by boat or by train or even by plane. You know, I know Maya Tusi came by plane when he claimed asylum. And to me, that's the same thing. But if we move on to this one here, I'm getting hungry myself. In fact, my dinner's in the oven. I'm having a wrap. But truth be told, I kind of feel like a bit of a mug. I paid for it myself. I just went to Aldi. And I had to buy all of the ingredients. I didn't realise that the government had the credit card out. Because as you can see here, this is for Domino's. I'm not joking about that wrap either. I can hear the oven now, it's cooking. But we've got receipts here from Domino's Pizza. Again, all of the personal information has been redacted. And truth be told, have you ever seen receipts this high? Like I keep calling them receipts. I guess it is a receipt, but like a bill for like a restaurant. Just shows how often I eat out, doesn't it? I don't even know what they're called. Awful. But we spend almost £1,800, then essentially 900 quid as well. Then scrolling down to this one, what's this? On the credit card, yeah. The government credit card. 3,657. Then we've got this one here, 1,700. Scrolling down again a bit further. 1,700, 1,600. Total including VAT. How does that work out to an even £5,000? If they're 21.99, how does that work out to an even £5,000? Come on now. Grab that calculator. Unbelievable. Times, I'm guessing that's 26. It can't be 26. I thought it was 13. I'm guessing that's maybe it can't be. Well, so 21.99 times 26 comes out to 571. So what was it, 260 odd pizzas? Is that, we're missing a 2? We might be missing a 2 there, where it says the 50. I don't know if you can see, just there. That might be 250 pizzas. Or 100, total is about 250 pizzas. That's crazy. Oh man. This is a more reasonable receipt. 2 pizzas for 20 quid, you know, that's fair enough. But not when they scale it up to basically every single migrant in the entire UK. Oh no! I was scrolling, there's more. There's actually more. £3,500. I didn't know there was another page. That's crazy. So £3,500 as well as £2,000. I wonder what Domino's opinion is on migration. I don't think they've ever spoken publicly, but I wouldn't be surprised if Domino's Pizza are pro-migration. Because they'll see things like this, like the company directors, and they'll think, well, that's our biggest spender. It's the government. These guys are coming in with the corporate credit card, paid for by the country, and these guys are ordering thousands of pounds worth of pizza. So that's, when you see companies speak about social issues, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm struggling to get my words out here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the reason why. They have receipts like this behind closed doors, and the company executives are just thinking about the money, when we're all thinking about the country. People like Ben and Jerry's and things like that. Like if they've got, government contracts, that's exactly the reason why they speak out. There's always an agenda. It doesn't matter who it is or who they are. There's always an agenda. Except when it comes to the government, They just want people to be well fed. Except us. They don't help you with your food bill. They take 20% of that, in the form of taxes. So they don't help feed you. But feeding half the planet? Well, they're the best in the world. And if you enjoyed this daily Clown World video, where we saw receipts which are pretty redacted and pretty secret, and we also saw an immigration document, again, redacted and pretty secret. If you enjoy seeing information which honestly, you ain't going to see it anywhere else, are you? If you enjoy that level of value, then I would highly recommend to become one of the 63,319 subscribers.
This country has gone crazy.